There's this kid who, just about 6 months ago, almost no one knew who he was. But today, he's become a starter for the colossal Manchester United, got called up for the England national team, and with very little professional experience, he's already trying to secure his spot in the 2024 Euro Cup. This lad is a midfielder who's been captivating the Red Devils fans, and that's why today we're going to tell you in detail who Cobb Mao is, the new great promise of English football. He's the son of Ghanaian parents and had a childhood that basically revolved around football. He said he played all the time, in the streets with friends, at school, at home, in the living room. But as happens with many great players, ever since he can remember, he was already playing ball. Yeah, that's it. And that's how he started his career at the age of 5, playing for the Junior S team. And then at 9, he went to play for his beloved team, Manchester United. It was 2014, and at that time, little Mainu, so young, think about it, we're talking about a kid under 10, but he was already known in the region as a lad with a special talent. Different. So much so that besides United, other clubs had their eye on him, like Manchester City, apparently keeping an eye on the kid since he was 6. It's crazy, right? I always imagine, kids kicking a ball around in the courtyard there, and already there's a scout from a big club thinking, this one's going to be a star. But what may seem crazy to us wasn't for Coach Steve, who trained Cobb when he was just 6, and he saw in that age in front of him a rough diamond. It was quite obvious when Cobb came that he was strong, fast, good with the ball at his feet. It was hard to take the ball from him. Cobb was always willing to listen and learn. We used to give out a Best Player award at the end of each training session, and he could have won it every week. So even from a young age, he stood out on the field, but also for his personality. Apparently, he was a very calm, very chill kid, very willing to learn. That counted for him. Look, at 16, he was already playing occasionally for the Under-23s and also competing in the UEFA Youth League, which is like a kind of Under-19 Champions League. And he was evolving there at the Red Devils and signed his first professional contract with the club at 17, being one of the biggest jewels in the team's youth academy. And when he stood out for the Under-21s of United in the EFL Trophy, a competition with some Under-21 teams from big clubs and some professional teams from lower divisions and all, Ten Hag noticed and said, this kid could deliver in the professional team. So in 2002, he called him up to train with the first team, and it didn't take long for him to be selected for a game. It was on October 16, 2022, when Ten Hag put him on the bench for the match against Newcastle. And he didn't get to play, but this kind of thing is important because you get the kid used to that professional environment, the atmosphere of the fans, the pressure of the games and all. But for Ten Hag, it's not about getting used to it. It's not about experience. They have to deliver. You're here to contribute to the team's success, and that's why Manu is here. Look, calm down, he's 17. So Main's debut as a professional came in January 2023, in the 3-0 victory over Charlton in the English League Cup at 17, which was a very special moment for him. He said, having my family here, watching me, supporting me, is simply amazing. Everyone made me feel welcome and gave me words of advice and encouragement. So I felt at home. I want to stay at this club. I've been here my whole life. The following month, he played for the first time in the Premier League, coming on late in a victory against Leicester. And when the 2022-23 season ended, he had played 3 games with the first team and hadn't even reached 90 minutes on the field. But still, with his performance in the youth teams, he was chosen as the Young Player of the Year at Manchester United in the 2022-23 season, an award that has been won by several club stars, including more recently, Rashford and Garnacho. His achievement was seen as natural by Manchester United's head of youth categories, Nick Cox. Cobb had an exceptional season and overcame all the challenges he faced. He's been at the club since he was very young and has always been a very promising talent, showing a lot of dedication and a desire to succeed. It seemed like a fantastic start for the lad, right? But not everything was joy because in the preseason of the 2023-24 season, which was a season where he was expected to start getting more minutes, to explode and all, he suffered an ankle injury that took him out for the first third of the season. So he was out for a while, but after he recovered, the magic started to happen, and his career finally took off in an unbelievable way because he only returned to play at the end of November 2023 in the 3-0 against Everton, and at the time of recording this video, it's been less than 6 months. And now, as a starter for the first time in the Premier League, even without scoring a goal, he was elected the best player of the game by the fans. After being sidelined for months, and remember, he's just a kid. And he was also elected the best player of the game in that match where Garnacho scored the spectacular bicycle kick goal. So you think, if not even with a bicycle kick goal, they took away the best player award from Manu, it's because he deserved it, right? He even cleared a ball off the line and everything. And the lad started to appear at a time when the opportunity presented itself to him. Manchester United didn't have the best of seasons and had many player injuries. And then, Ten Hag saw the kid playing well and kept giving him chances. So much so that at just 18, he debuted in the Champions League against Galatasaray in the 3-3 draw in Turkey. And in January 2024, he scored his first professional goal. It was in a 4-2 victory over Newport County in the FA Cup. And what a goal, huh? A beautiful shot into the corner. From December 2023 to the beginning of 2024, a previously unknown lad who had been injured just 2 months earlier suddenly became a regular starter for Manchester United. Despite stiff competition in midfield, where players like Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes excelled, there was a void for a consistent second midfielder. This lad, Manu, quickly won over fans with his exceptional performances. In February, he scored his first Premier League goal in a spectacular fashion, earning praise and recognition even from legends like Sir Alex Ferguson. Despite some areas for improvement, such as his ambidexterity, Manu possesses the qualities of a complete midfielder, drawing comparisons to legendary players like Clarence Seedorf. His market value has skyrocketed, reflecting his rapid ascent in the football world. With his mental fortitude and dedication to improvement, Manu has the potential to establish himself as one of the brightest talents of his generation, bringing pride to Manchester United and English football.